Alright, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And it's another Throwback Tunes on another Thursday, and I am reviewing the Imperial by the Flipmode Squad. So for those of you who don't know who is, or who was rather, the Flipmode Squad, the Flipmode Squad was one of those groups that was around in the late 80s going into the 2000s. And it consists of their leader, Busta Rhymes. As soon as I said that, it's already clicked. Yeah, okay, now I remember this group. The group also contained, at that point in time, the likes of Rod Digger, Spliff Star, Lord Have Mercy, Rampage, and Baby Sham. So yeah, there you go with that. So that's who the Flipmode Squad was. And like I said, they came out with this album called The Imperial, because at some points in time they were also known as the Imperial Flipmode Squad, or you know, whatever, things of that nature. Now getting into a little bit of a backstory before this album even dropped, the original group actually included this guy named Sirius, who after quickly left would produce for artists on No Limit. So yeah, there you go with that. Moving on back to the Imperial. So basically at this point, Busta Rhymes as a solo act blew up. You know, so I believe he came out with The Coming and Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. And then before his third album came out, you know, he wanted to get the flip mode out there. So does this album. Yeah, so actually yeah, The Coming and then When Disaster Strikes. Both of them came out 96 and 97. And then like 3 months before his third album came out, which was ELE, the final, you know, extension level event, the final World Front. Before that album dropped, Flipmode came out with this album. So yeah, there you go with that. The album came out. Now there's a little bit of an issue as far as when this album dropped. Now on some places it said it came out September 1st. In other places it said it came out on September the 22nd. Both of them in the same year though, which is 1998, and obviously the album dropped under Electro. Now charts wise, here's the thing. When I was looking up this album, Wikipedia didn't have a page dedicated to this album. Therefore I had to really do some digging to get some info. And what I found out was this album was on the Billboard Top 200. It was high as number 15, and it was in the top R&B/hip hop albums, high as number 3. Also, the album came out with, really, believe it or not, 3 singles to some degree. One of them was reused as a promo. So yeah, there you go with that. While the other 2 was actual singles. The first, and we'll get more on that in a second. Let me get y'all familiar with the tracks real quick. So the first track is called, and actually before that, let me give more info on the album. So again, it was under Electro, but at that point Flipmode was also a label as well. The producers were Busta Rhymes, executive producer, along with Rick Posada and DJ Scratch, both of them executive producers as well. It also includes Swiss Beats, MD, Tony Touch, The Beat Miners, and Rock Router. Yes, Rock Router actually produced one of these tracks. Also LES, so that's the name of a group we haven't heard of for a while now. They was involved with this album as well. There's 16 tracks. However, the first track was an intro, a long ass 5 minutes intro, but an intro, no songs performed, although they had a sick beat, but there was no songs performed in that intro. Therefore, I can only give you a top 3, not a top 5. Remember, 15 or under, top 3. More than 15, top 5. So yeah, there you go with that. So let me get y'all hooked up with the tracks. The first track again called The Imperial Intro, basically introducing the Flipmode Squad basically. The second track is called To My People, followed by Setting, without the G, It Off. Track number 4 is called One for Cover, followed by I Got Your Back. Track number 6 is called This Is What Happens, followed by the first single off of this album called Everybody on the Line Outside. Very deep, I'm not deep, but very dope track right there, more on that later. Track number 8 is called Last Night. Track number 9 is called Where You Think You're Going. Where You Think You Going, without the G, second G rather. Track number 10 is called We Got You. I think that open. Oh yeah, We Got You Open. OPIN. That's exactly how I spell it. And this is part 2 featuring Buckshot. I don't know what happened to part 1. We got you open. I don't know what that is. But anywho, track number 11 is called Straight Spittin', again without the G, followed by Money Talks. Next is the third single off of this album, which is called Cha Cha Cha. You probably heard of that one, remember that one. Followed by Hit 'Em With The Heat, then Do For Self, and last, Everything. So those are the 16 tracks. Now, like I said, the first single was called Everybody On The Line Outside. That one had a music video, obviously. That one came out in 1998. It came out first, I know that much, but I don't know when it came out. Again, like information. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, the second single, which was used as a promo for this album, was called, I believe it was, One For Cover. That was the other single. The second single was One For Cover. And that was used as a promo. Again, came out in 98. And I don't know when it came out though. Then the third and final single that was used off of this album was called Cha Cha Cha. That one had a music video. You probably remember that one with the whole bull riding fiasco. Everybody on the line outside, that one was more like a Zorro type of thing. But Cha 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 was more like matadors, running with the bulls and fighting the bulls and things of that nature. So that one was Cha Cha Cha. Now, unlike Everybody on the Line Outside, unfortunately, Cha 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 did make the charts actually. It was number 44 on the R&B Hip Hop Airplay and number 61 in the Hot R&B Hip Hop song. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, let me give y'all my favorite tracks off this album from the bottom on up. Money Talks and Last Night, those two are the worst tracks off the whole album, in my opinion. After that, we get to some good tracks on up. I Got Your Back was good. This Is What Happens. Everything. Do For Self was nice. Straight Spittin'. Now we're getting somewhere with these tracks now. Straight Spittin' was really good. We Got You Open Part 2. That one was really good. Where You Think You Going was really good. And One For Cover was really good. It really sounds like it fits in the 1998-1999 era due to the snare used. If you would have heard this track and you was around that time, you would probably think, dang, this is something like Jay-Z would use or somebody from Rockefeller would use. It was made for that time period. I crap it up, but it was dope as heck. To My People was cool, and then of course Cha 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 was really cool as well right there. Now let me give y'all my top 3. Number 3 is Setting It Off. Setting It Off was really good. Like the beat. It was really close between that, Cha Cha Cha, and To My People, but I narrowed it down to Setting It Off. Nice track. That's all I gotta say about it. Not much to say about it, but it was still a really good track. Number 2, Hit 'Em With The Heat. If you were to hear this one and you heard Busta Rhymes' second album, you would think this is Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See, like the child of that. Cause it sounds a little like that, a little bit like that. I'm like, yo, this sounds like Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See. And if you saw my very first Throwback Tune episode, when I reviewed Put Your Hands Where, When Disaster Strikes, you should know that Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See is my all-time favorite track ever. So to hear this, that sounds closely to that. You know that's up there, but yeah, that's not number 2. That's the number 1 now. So it is number 1. Everybody on the Line Outside. That's the reason why I got this album. Well, that and because this is Busta Rhymes. So at that point in time, Busta Rhymes was my favorite artist. So I'm like, oh snap, Flipmode came out with a joint. I gotta get it. Now, so I didn't get it day 1. I remember hearing Everybody on the Line Outside and Cha Cha Cha. I'm like, this ain't any Busta Rhymes albums. Then I look up, what albums they were in. I'm like, oh, Flipmode had an album. Got it. So yeah, I got a physical copy of this one, and really Everybody on the Line Outside was the driving force for me to get this album, because that joint was dope. The beat was out cold, beat was real nice, and things of that nature. And with that said, let me give y'all some reviews. Again, I had to scratch and claw for these reviews, but I got them, so let me give them to y'all. First of all, here we go. So Rolling Stone gave it 3 out of 5 stars. Entertainment Weekly gave it a B. The Source gave it 3.5 out of 5. And Rap Pages gave it 4 out of 5. And I'm gonna agree with Rap Pages as far as the comment that they left with this, where they basically said, and I quote, I ain't gonna say everything that they said, but they basically said Rod Digger steals the show. And yes, he did. Rod Digger was dope as heck in this entire album. Baby Sharon was dope as well. but Rod Digger stole the show. And obviously, Busta Rhymes did his thing like he always did back then. But again, Rod Digger stole the entire show. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, what do I think of this album? Again, this is an album that features Busta's old group, the Flipmode Squad. And this was when Flipmode was at his best. So, yeah, again, Lord Have Mercy, Rampage, Rod Digger, Baby Sham, and Spliff Star, along with Bust. You know, I mean, you can't beat that. Now, I'm not saying this is 5x5, because this is not 5x5. It's not close. I'm going to say, actually, you know what? After thinking about it, I'm going to have to agree. Well, some will agree with the source. And I'm going to say this is 3.75 out of 5. I would say download it for free and keep it. Because this, I mean, this is one of those joints where if you just rolling down your collection and you saw it, you play it. Listen to the whole thing, then you move on. I mean, there's nothing here that is like epic or fantastic and like transcends time. Like I said, everybody on the line outside really good. Hit them with the heat. Sound a little bit like my all-time favorite track ever. So, I mean, they got a lot of good. They got some bad, but not a lot of memorial, you know, impact that left an impact. So not a lot of tracks in here that left an impact, but it wasn't bad. So yeah, I give it a 3.75 out of 5. Download it for free and keep it. So yeah, so once again, there's any albums or mixtapes that you want me to review that is again 10 years old or older to this exact day that you are watching, well not this exact day, but to that day that you're watching this, whatever, hit me up with a message on here. Hit me up with a comment in the bottom below. Hit me up on not YouTube, but yeah, YouTube, but Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, email, text, whatever. If there's an album or mixtape that you want me to review, as long as it is 10 years old or older, hit me up and I'll do it. And y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and see y'all next time. Yeah.